Hi, I'm astronomer and author Jeff Bennett, and I'm very pleased to be making this brief video for the Boulder Bookstore, especially since I live here in Boulder. Today, I'll be talking to you about my new book, Totality, an Eclipse Guide in Rhyme and Science, which is especially designed to help you prepare for two spectacular eclipses coming up in 2023 and 2024. I'll start by showing you this map, where you can see the annular eclipse on October 14th, 2023, and in yellow, the total solar eclipse of April 8th, 2024. Like most of the US, we'll have partial eclipses here in Boulder on both dates, but one of the reasons I wrote this book was to encourage you to make trips to the path on which you can see annularity or totality. In case you were wondering, the difference between the two eclipses comes down to the fact that the moon's distance from Earth varies as it orbits around us. An annular eclipse occurs when the moon is a little farther from Earth, so that it cannot completely cover the sun. This means that even on the direct path, there will still be a ring of sunlight shining around the moon. It will be cool, but it won't be nearly as dark as it becomes during a total eclipse. For a total solar eclipse, those of you who traveled to the path of totality in 2017 will already know why it's worth the trip. For the rest of you, I'll read you the beginning of the book to give you a brief taste of the idea. Today's the day. It's finally come. I'll see a diamond on the sun. It happens somewhere almost every year, but rarely is that somewhere right here. We're talking a total eclipse of the sun, an incredible sight, second to none. In ancient times, it caused quite a fright when people saw daytime turn into night. You can probably now see how the book works. I use a rhyme to introduce the basic concepts, while the illustrations show the key ideas, and what I call the big kid boxes on the sides of the pages explain the underlying science. For example, if we look here at page 7, you see a map showing the paths of total solar eclipses from 2017 through 2045. Notice that, as the rhyme says, it happens somewhere almost every year, but rarely in any particular location. In fact, you'll notice that for the United States, after the 2024 eclipse, there isn't another total solar eclipse until 2045, though the good news for us in Colorado is that this one will pass right over us. But why wait? The rest of the book will help you understand the science behind the awe-inspiring spectacle of an eclipse, and will also help you make plans for going to see an upcoming eclipse. I was asked to tell you a bit about why I wrote the book, and the answer is fairly simple. I'm an astronomer who focuses on public outreach with the goal of helping both kids and the public understand what is often called the cosmic perspective, meaning the way in which an understanding of the universe can help us better appreciate the importance of learning to live together and to take care of our planet. Eclipses like those coming up will be seen by millions of people, and they therefore provide an incredible opportunity for education and outreach related to building a cosmic perspective. As the rhyme says on page 9, a total eclipse is such an incredible event that if you don't understand it, as was the case in ancient times, it could be quite frightening. But today, modern science has enabled us to change that ancient fear into empowerment, allowing us not only to predict the timing of eclipses down to the second, but also to understand many other topics as well. For example, I like to point out that the calculations used to predict eclipses are based on models of nature that take into account things like the equations of gravity. And while not all models are quite so precise, this same basic idea of modeling is also used to understand topics like climate change. In other words, models are not guesses, they are powerful tools of science, and those who try to dismiss them as just models or just theories are missing the point. So I very much hope that everyone will, at minimum, make sure they can be outside to witness the partial eclipses in both 2023 and 2024, and that many of you will decide to make trips to the direct paths. I saw my first total solar eclipse in France in 1999, and in a cool coincidence, my then one-year-old son decided to take his first independent steps on that same day. I've seen 4 others since, and I guarantee that if you make a trip to see totality, you'll be very glad that you did. Note that the book will help you make plans, not only through its combination of rhyme and science, but also because it is tied to a free app of the same name, Totality. You can download the Totality app from either the iOS or Android stores. And when you do so, you'll see it come up on your phone like that. And you can use it as explained in the app or shown here on page 21 and 22, where it shows you pictures and how to use the app, where you can see the details of exactly what you'll see from any location on Eclipse Day. The book also includes a set of activities at the end that can help parents and teachers prepare kids for eclipses, along with a glossary and a science summary. And the book even comes with 2 pairs of eclipse glasses, like these here, which are tucked into an envelope in the front. You can use these eclipse glasses not only during eclipses, but to look safely toward the sun at any time. So I encourage you to start making eclipse plans. Of particular importance, note that the 2023 eclipse is on a Saturday, October the 14th, but the 2024 eclipse is on a Monday, April the 8th. That means you'll want to start now in working with your schools to make sure that all kids will be allowed outside during the partial eclipse that will be seen over most of the US, and that they'll excuse absences for those who are able to travel to the path of totality. It would also be great if you could help your school secure eclipse classes for all students. The same ideas are true for businesses, since we want adults as well as kids to be able to experience the eclipses. If I can be of any help, please let me know. And in particular, I'll encourage you to see the free events that I offer as outlined under the Programs tab at bigkidscience.com or under the Events tab on my personal website, jeffreybennett.com, where you'll also find a more extended Q&A about eclipses on my blog page. With that, I'll close by reading you the last 4 pages of the main text. You can use eclipse glasses to protect your eyes, but don't take them off till the moment arrives. That's when you'll see the brief diamond ring, then the corona, a spectacular thing. You'll look up in awe to see stars in the day, until, much too soon, the moon's out of the way. So be there with clear skies, and all is now set for a breathtaking view you'll never forget. With that, I hope you enjoyed the book and the upcoming eclipses. Thank you very much for listening.